Hello guys, welcome back to Dark Files.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
So boy does it feel good to be back. I'm sorry I've been gone for ages. I just wanted to have a little break from YouTube since it does take ages to do all my videos. I have to take notes of videos, of articles. It just takes ages. If you were me, you wouldn't do it, so I'm just doing it for you guys, to be honest. And you wouldn't believe what's just happened. I've just did a whole video before this one. It was this one, but I just realised my mic wasn't turned on the whole time. Oh, I did it. It just took ages, alright? The mic wasn't even turned on. Now I have to do it all again, so none out of my heart now, so let's go. By the way, I hope you like my new intro. I just wanted to try something new for my YouTube since I've got the same intro for all the other videos apart from the first one, because I just thought I needed an intro that kind of gave a little bit of eeriness to the viewer, to be honest. And the other one wasn't really scary, just didn't look like something I'd have in Dark Files, so I just made something that looked a little bit eerier to my channel. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and this is going to be a bit of a gruesome video, so if you're a bit squeamish, please click off this video. I don't know why I'm happy. This is Dark Files, there's nothing happy on it, it's all just gruesome shit. So today's video we're going to be talking about torture methods, so medieval torture methods, anything that's happened in the past. So yeah, so the torture methods they used back in the days were actually kind of gruesome. They didn't really think back then, so they didn't really know the consequences to the person, like what would happen to the person, though overall it was just kind of experimental and learn different torture methods to see what would happen to the human body if something was affected by it, basically. So the first one we're going to be talking to you about is something called the Judas Cradle. Now the Judas Cradle was a spike that a person would sit on. Either if it was a woman, it'd go through the vagina, and if it was a man, it'd go through the genitalia. Weighing them down was an option to facilitate the effect of the penetration of the spike, making it more gruesome and more effective, basically. And the worst thing about this, right, it wasn't washed for ages, so people collected loads of diseases from other people that had been sitting on the spike, and that wasn't the only thing that would die of either infection or impalement by the spike, because it was such a big thing. People would sit on it and it would just go straight through them. Overall, this would result in permanent damage to the anus or the female genitals. So overall, it's kind of a brutal thing to talk about, really. So this is kind of a mental one. I mean, all the other ones are mental, but this one is different. This is called saw torture. So a person would either be strung upside down or upwards, and there would be two people on either side of the person holding a long saw, which are held at either end, sawing into the victim's head or genitals through the central body mass. So what this means is the person would stand up, and the executioners would either choose to cut through the head first or the underneath between the legs. So it would be faster if it was through the head, because the brain and everything that controls everything that was downwards from the head. And if they wanted a longer death, they would cut through in between the legs, resulting in a longer and lasting pain for the victim. And the next one I'm going to be talking to you about is called the pair of anguish, or the choke pair. It was used to torture women who had been accused of facilitating a miscarriage, meaning if a lady chose to have an abortion to a baby which they did not want, or a baby that they accidentally created. It was also used to punish liars, blasphemers, meaning a person who claimed to be God or had something against religion. Now this one you've probably seen in medieval films or something that's been back in the days, and this one's called rat torture. Now a victim would be tied down with ropes or metal clamps, and a metal bucket would be placed over the person's stomach while the rats were inside. However, the rats were starved, making them more aggressive and more violent, and the more desperation they have to eat. They would heat up the bucket while the rats were inside, so the only way the rats could escape would be that they would eat through the person's body to escape from the scorching heat of the fire. The person would then slowly die as the rats would dig out the body, freeing themselves from the scorching heat inside the person's intestines. Now this one's got more of a family involvement, since they are involved with the torture of this person. And this is called the breaking wheel. The breaking wheel was a large vertical wooden wheel that a person's limbs would be tied up and spun around. The victim's relatives or loved ones would have the opportunity to hit the criminal's limbs with a weapon such as a bat of some sort, resulting in the limbs breaking instantly because of the angle of the limbs. They would constantly hit the criminal so that nearly all of the limbs would be broken or damaged, and if you killed someone in your family or one of your loved ones, you would face the torture wheel or the breaking wheel, sorry. So if you killed someone in your family or killed one of your loved ones, it would always result in the breaking wheel. So after you've been all broken and beaten up, they would leave you outside for 3 days until the person or victim dies of either blood loss or temperature cases, but mostly it was blood loss. So this one is quite popular since it's probably the most slowest deaths they have, and this was called the Brazen Ball. So the Brazen Ball was a large hollow iron ball that would contain a person who had committed a crime. It was heated up underneath by a large fire, making the ball extremely hot so that the person inside would begin to slowly die of heat. A large tube would lead out of the ball's mouth, which was used so that when the person inside would scream in pain, the scream would be heard in a lower tone, making it represent a ball noise. So like if you hear him screaming inside, it would just come out of a lower tone, a lower rumble, representing a ball. So that was that one. So that was pretty scary, to be honest. So the last one I'm going to be talking to you about is quite popular. You've probably seen it in films, such as Saw. I'll put a clip in right now. Yeah, that was quite similar to that. But this one was an upright metal coffin where a person was placed inside. There were spikes on the walls and doors of the maiden, and the executioner would close the door, killing the person instantly due to the spikes and the impalement of the spikes, which would go in all parts of your body, including in the heart, which would kill him instantly because there's no blood flow and it just shuts it down. So yeah, that was torture methods in Dark Files. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you. I forgot to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I'm very grateful. Thank you guys so much. It's obvious that you're loving my videos and the things that I do. Just please let me know if you want more by liking my video, because I can do any videos anytime if you want. Just leave me a message in the comments to tell me what videos you want to come up with next. I've got a whole list here saying what videos are coming up next, but that's a secret. I'm not telling you guys. It's coming up soon. Some of the ones that we were going to do, I'm going to come in quite good detail, because these are really you don't really come across these type of ones. I'm going to be talking about conspiracy theories, UFOs, people's last words, and quite more disturbing things on the way in Dark Files. So if you guys like UFOs and aliens, they will be coming to the channel soon. I just had to find all the clips for the alien sightings and UFO sightings. I'll just find the videos of YouTube and talk to you guys about them, any background information I have on the video. So yet again, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Dark Files, and it feels really good to be back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.